Hi guys, if you wonder what happened in that scenario earlier, let me tell you something. It is actually about the heat stress among university students. Want to know more? Let's go.
Heat stress is an increasingly recognized challenge affecting students' health, academic performance, and overall well-being. Prolonged exposure to high temperatures in educational environments, particularly in poorly ventilated classrooms or during outdoor activities, can lead to heat-related illness such as dehydration, heat exhaustion, and reduced physical endurance. Beyond its physiological effects, heat stress can impair cognitive functions including memory, attention, and decision-making, which are critical for learning and academic success. These impacts not only hinder students' ability to perform well academically, but may also increase the risk of fatigue and accidents during school activities. Understanding and addressing heat stress among students is essential to creating a safe and conducive learning environment that supports their physical and mental well-being.
Causes and problem statement. Heat stress can occur due to several factors such as high ambient temperature. Exposure to extreme heat, especially in environment with limited air circulation, can lead to an increase in body temperature. Next is humidity. High humidity levels reduce the effectiveness of sweating as a cooling mechanism, making it harder for the body to regulate its temperature. Next one is physical activity. Engaging in strenuous activities increases metabolic heat production, which can exacerbate the effect of high temperature. The fourth one is clothing. Wearing a heavy and non-breathable clothing can trap heat and moisture, contributing to heat stress. The last one is dehydration. Insufficient fluid intake can impair the body's ability to cool itself through sweating, increasing the risk of heat-related illnesses. The problem statement of the study of heat stress among university students focused on the impact of heat stress as a significant occupational risk factor. It highlights the exposure to extreme heat can lead to various health issues, including heat-related illnesses and impaired cognitive functions. Previous studies have shown which result regarding how heat stress affects cognitive performance and physiological response such as heart rate and blood pressure. Therefore, this study aims to clarify these effects specifically in the context of university students. This study investigates how heat stress affects student cognitive performance, heart rate, and blood pressure. It addressed inconsistency in existing research, where some studies decline the cognitive abilities under heat stress, while others indicate no significant impact or even an improvement.
Heat stress is one of the most significant occupational hazards in this industry, affecting both health and productivity. Today, we explore how researchers evaluate its impact on cognitive performance and physiological parameters. Based on an article that we have reviewed, there was a study carried out on 18 students, and their age was ranged from 20 to 24. And each of them was carefully selected based on inclusion criteria, such as normal health parameters and no history of cardiovascular diseases or mental illnesses.
The participants were advised to avoid caffeine and ensure a proper rest before the test to minimize confounding variables.
The experiment was conducted under 3 thermal conditions defined by the wet bulb bulb temperature, and that is 29 Celsius, 32 Celsius, and 35 Celsius. So each of these participants spent 30 minutes under these conditions.
Temperature and humidity were precisely controlled using advanced equipment. Noise and lighting levels were also standardized.
To evaluate cognitive performance, an integrated visual and auditory continuous performance test was used. Sustained attention, focus, and selective attention was tested under these conditions.
Heart rate and blood pressure were recorded before and after exposure to heat stress, offering insights into physiological responses. The results were then analyzed using SPSS software and generalized estimating equations to determine the relationship between heat stress and changes in cognitive and physiological parameters.
This study underscores the critical impact of heat stress on both physical and mental performance. Such findings are vital in order to develop safety guidelines and improve work conditions under heat-prone environments.
I am sharing a result of a study on how heat stress is measured by the wet bulb globe temperature, or WBGT, affects the body and the attention performance. Let's see how the key findings. First, the study found that as the temperature increased, heart rate went up. At 22 degrees Celsius, the average heart rate was 79.72 beats per minute, while at 35 degrees Celsius, it increased to 90.05 beats per minute. Systolic blood pressure also increased. At 22 degrees Celsius, it was 103.77 mm Hg, and at 35 degrees Celsius, it rose to 109.00 mm Hg. However, diastolic blood pressure decreased. At 22 degrees Celsius, it was 72.16 mm Hg. At 35 degrees Celsius, it dropped to 64.94 mm Hg. So heat stress made heart rate and systolic pressure go up but lowered diastolic pressure. Next, heat stress affected visual attention. 6 types of visual attention were measured, and all of them decreased as the temperature increased. In the auditory domain, heat stress also caused a decline in performance. At 35 degrees Celsius, 3 attention scales significantly decreased. First, auditory selective attention. Secondly, auditory alternating attention, and auditory attention. No significant effects were found for the other auditory scales. In summary, as heat stress increased, heart rate and systolic blood pressure went up while diastolic blood pressure dropped. Visual attention and auditory attention performance declined, especially at 35 degrees Celsius. These results show that heat stress can impact both the body and mental performance. Managing heat is important for staying healthy and focused.
In conclusion, heat stress has a significant relationship with psychological parameters such as heart rates and blood pressure. According to the result of the study, heat stress can increase the heart rate and systolic of blood pressure and decrease the diastolic blood pressure. Exposed to excessive high temperature can reduce cognitive performance and reduce the attention of students. One of the limitations of this study was the difficulty in doing it in real-world environment. Many interfering factors such as family, the risk of the work environment, nutrient, times of sleep, and different work shifts can affect the result of this study. So it will be difficult to select a similar sample that meet all the requirements needed for this study. The research highlights the need to further studies to solve these inconsistencies.